bench with Steven Fowler. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Matt. How about yourself?
Great, great. So you were drafted by the Detroit Dragons in the seventh round. Is that right?
That's right. Yes.
So pretty excited about that.
Yeah. Honestly, I've known about the league for probably about I don't know 6-7 months now. I've known Steve Shannon, the general manager, for quite some time now. So he was telling me about it, and it was cool. It was something I was kind of looking forward to it all throughout the hockey season, to be honest with you. So it's something new. It's cool to be a part of.
Now, currently you're in the Federal League with Mentor.
No, I actually right as the draft was going on, I got traded to Port Huron. So that's where I'm at
Gotcha.
now.
Okay, great, great. But you started the year in Mentor, is that right?
Yep, I played in Mentor for half of last season and then the first half of this season, and then I got traded. So
Okay, great. So the Yeti fans are gonna go against you now.
I was kind of wondering about that, honestly. So we'll see how that goes.
That'd be pretty interesting. Heading into your quote unquote home barn, yet as the villain now.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be. I think it'll be a little bit weird at first, but I've gone in there as it being my away barn before plenty of times, so I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, how many kids' hearts are you going to break? You're a prowler and you're signing their autographs and they love Stephen Fowler, and then they come up and they're like, wait a second, you're not on my team no more.
Oh man, I don't know. Hopefully they'll be accepting of it in the off seasons of me playing in Detroit.
So your roster's pretty stacked in terms of names and experience. So with your goalie and Hawkins and Zidlowski and obviously, who do you most look forward to playing with on that's been drafted so far?
It's really cool. I've known Sean Zidlowski and Hawkins. I've known for a few years now, just from skating with them a little bit, like East Side Elite and Mount Clemens in the summer, and then just like practice skates here and there. So I'm pretty excited to get to talk to them and kind of. I've never played roller with them before, so it'll be fun. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to getting on the floor with them and seeing what it's like.
And then you have Chad LaRose, who's won arguably the most coveted trophy in all of sports. That would be pretty exciting, I think, for me as a young guy, playing with a guy who's got nearly 600 games in the NHL and learning that experience.
Another one. He's another one. I actually got the chance to meet Chad last summer. He was running a skate out of Mount Clemens, and I had the chance to be invited to that. So I was able to skate with him and learn a lot from him actually last summer throughout pretty much the entire summer, to be honest with you. So that was really cool. So that's another one I'm looking forward to seeing, because he's somebody that you can learn new things from every single day and kind of follow in his footsteps a little bit.
Yeah, obviously that experience. So, and then you mentioned you haven't played roller. So what's your roller background? A lot of people you're one of the guys this is an ice hockey guy. What's he know about roller? What's your roller background?
Yes, I actually played roller like a lot when I was growing up, and then kind of just phased out of it. And I've just been messing around in the summertime. Like I go to like outdoor rinks or Joe Dumars, whatever it might be, and just kind of mess around with my buddies. But I played a lot when I was younger, so it's not new. I don't want to say. I know the differences and stuff like that. So I don't think it'll be too hard of an adjustment. I'm a little bit nervous though, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a change with the rules and stuff like that, but I think it'll be good because, like I said, I played a lot when I was younger for Team Mission Detroit, a couple other teams, and I had a lot of fun with it. So it'll be fun to play now that I'm a little bit older.
Yeah. So we look through all the rosters. Every team's kind of got its own little dynamic. Detroit's pretty ice hockey with roller guy laden. Grand Rapids has been the social media hit in terms of people bagging on them because they're all ice guys that they know of. They don't understand that all of them have played roller, and like yourself, they phased themselves out, as you called it. Port Huron's a pretty thick roller team, but with some high-end talent. And then St. Louis is definitely roller first, ice hockey second in terms of their backgrounds.
Right.
Which team do you look forward to playing the most, do you think?
I'd have to say Port Huron, just because I play for the Pearlers. I know some guys on that team, so it'll be interesting. Them in Grand Rapids, I think. Grand Rapids again. They have some really good players also, so that'll be a fun test.
Yeah, Grand Rapids is, Tommy McCollum, NHLer, Tristan Grant, NHLer, Alex Brooks, East Coast League All-Star, Shane Bennett's played between the Coast and the SP, Shiners, USHL, third in his team in points, led the team in penalty minutes by far, led his college team in points. And then you got DeBrinket, who's an East Coast Hockey League, and Bittner's an American League NHL camp. It's a really experienced team in ice at the highest levels. And the roller side is going to be different. But they got grit, too, in their
Right.
Shaner and Tristan. And are really one of the top 5 goalies in the world in terms of roller with McCollum. I personally have a little affection towards them because I'm in the Grand Rapids area.
Okay.
But I think they'll be exciting. And Port Huron, I really don't know a lot about. I know some of the guys' names. Obviously, Spezia, I know that name a lot from roller hockey. Novak a little bit. But to me, in my mind, they're the team I haven't heard a lot about. And then St. Louis is – they arguably have the top 4 defensemen in the game in terms of roller that we know. So I think that each team is going to be different, dynamic, and I think it's going to be interesting to see a guy like yourself coming back into the roller hockey game and playing against some of the more veteran players. And that, I even think that's what the Grand Rapids team is going to have a little shock at first. But what do you look forward to most about playing in the NRHL?
What do I look forward to most? I would say just something new. You know what I mean? It's a change. It's something that I've never I never really thought about. I never thought about a professional roller hockey league. It wasn't around much, at least that I know of growing up. So when it came around, it was just it was something really new to get excited about, and just have something new in the summertime to meet a new group of people, expand a little bit, and kind of just learn new things. I'm just really excited. It's really just something new to do, and it just sounds like a lot of fun in the way that they're promoting the league and have the games set up and the way they're doing everything. It's been really cool to watch and be a part of. So yeah, I would say just to have something new and exciting to be a part of. That's the thing I look forward to most about it.
So I think the biggest shock of all the picks would be yourself. Nobody knew of Stephen Fowler. He is not connected in the roller hockey game. Obviously, you're playing in the Federal League, so unless you're really involved in hockey, most people don't pay attention to the Federal League right outside of their markets. Who are you? Why did they pick you? What do you bring?
So
Who are you? What's special?
So like I said, I've known Hawkins, Sidlowski. I actually played with Sidlowski on the same East Side Elite team for probably, I think it was like 2-3 years in a row. So that was cool. So I got to meet him. I've known him for quite some time. Hawkins, I've met. We know who each other are. LaRose, like I mentioned, I trained with him last summer, and then Steve Shannon, the general manager, I've known him for, I don't know, probably 10 years now. So I kind of knew all these guys, and Steve called me and he was like, hey, I think not a lot of people know who you are, but I think you're a good player, and I know that you played roller when you were young. Would you be interested in something like this? I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. So he kind of told me he's going to give me a shot and see how it plans out. So I'm excited.
That's awesome. Yeah. So what's something special? What can fans relate with? Favorite music, favorite food, any hobbies outside of hockey?
Favorite music and favorite food. favorite music, I would have to go with probably like Kygo, stuff like that. Favorite food, pizza and pasta for sure. I'm big into like fishing, outdoor stuff. I love hiking, going on walks and stuff like that. I'm huge into the outdoors. So, oh geez, I'm trying to think what else. I'm not a huge video game guy, so I'm not really too big into those. I do have an Xbox, but I rarely play it. So
Nice. So when we open up, you're playing in Detroit, Fraser Hockeyland sits 2,800 with standing room, and it's packed, it's full, and there's kids with Fowler jerseys. And how's that going to feel? I know playing professional ice is for you guys a little different than the roller guys who've never really experienced large crowds, but that's your home rink. How's that going to feel when you walk in there and now you're not just – you're the best. This is the best of the best. This isn't the minors. You are in the top league in the world. How do you think that's going to feel?
It's going to be pretty cool. Like I said earlier, it's going to be different because it's roller hockey, but I think it'll be cool. The crowds and stuff like that, as the years go on and you play, you kind of, that kind of, I don't want to say it goes away, but you kind of learn how to deal with it and kind of block it out and just play the game. But I think it'll be cool. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be really different. It's going to be roller hockey. So I'm sure we'll have, new fans, people that aren't really familiar with hockey, that'll be coming to the game. So it'll be cool to interact with those people. And I'm sure, like you said earlier, people that are fans of like the Prowlers who watch ice hockey in the wintertime are going to be coming out to check it out. So it's going to be cool to see how everyone reacts to it and how everyone kind of accepts it and see how it does. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And you're not the only one skating into enemy territory. Spezia plays in Grand Rapids for the Griffins.
No, I was with the Walleye, the Toledo Walleye for training camp this past year. So I had the chance to meet Spezia there. He was at training camp there. So he's a really good player. He's gonna be a fun one to play against.
I think having known all the buildings, going into the Snake Pit in St. Louis would be the most intimidating to me, I think, as a player. There's such a history with that team. Right. It's almost as if we resurrected the Red Wings of roller hockey when we brought them back. And their facility's 9,600. They already have a fan club, boosters. Like, they're set. And
right.
I think that one might be the one for some guys that's going to be the most intimidating, because I think you're really going to go into the war zone.
Yeah, no, I honestly, I don't know too much about the history of the St. Louis roller hockey team. I've heard bits and pieces from people that I've kind of talked to that they had quite the facility there. They have quite the program going on there. So it'll be interesting to see. I've never been there before, so I'm definitely excited to go down and see what kind of program they have down there, see the facility, and get a chance to play against them.
I really hope that you can report back to us how it was to play back in Port Huron the first time as a Dragon. And what kind of reaction you get.
Absolutely. I absolutely will. So it's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be fun. That's definitely probably the night I look forward to the most.
Yeah. And I think you gotta beg for that start from the coach just to see if it's a boo, is it silence, or is it cheers?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't, we'll see how that one goes.
I might actually come to that one just to see that reaction.
That would be cool. You're more than welcome to come. That'd be awesome.
So how are you doing with everything being at home? Are you able to train still? You guys holding up all right?
Yeah, I've kind of just been doing my own thing at home. I stay with my grandparents in Troy, Michigan. So we got like a little workout set up in the basement. And then I go running and stuff, go on walks all the time with my girlfriend. So it's been good. I've been staying in shape. As far as ice and stuff goes, not really. Can't really do much there. All the rinks are closed. But I have rollerblades. I got some Mars blades. So once those come in, I'm going to be getting my wheels back under me and skating around a little bit, getting a feel for roller. So, I've been doing I've been doing good though, just hanging out at home. I've been working. I just was allowed to go back to work a couple weeks ago, so that was cool. So just filling my time. So yeah,
And
I've been keeping pretty busy.
what do you do during the off season when you say work?
Just construction stuff.
Nice. That keeps you in shape.
Yeah, that does for sure. So that's, I do my workouts and stuff, and then I go to work, and then I usually go to hockey. So it works out good. It definitely keeps me in shape and keeps me out of trouble. I'll tell you that.
That's good. Stay out of trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, have you talked to anybody on the Dragons about trying to start working out together once this thing's lifted?
I actually just I talked to Steve Shannon, the general manager. I talked to him this morning. He said in August he's supposed to be coming down here, so I think I'm gonna try and get together with them, and see kind of what the plan is. And then once the ice opens back up, I'm sure I'll see some of the guys around the rinks and stuff like that. So I'll talk to them and probably put something together.
That's
I'm
great.
assuming we would at least.
Yeah, because I mean, some guys, I don't know how often they play, and even in Grand Rapids, I've talked to a few of those guys that are more local, and I'm planning on meeting up with some of them to skate with them, and because they like an Alex Brooks played up until 16, 17 years old, but he hasn't played for a few years, and they're going to get together with some of the other guys, and when I'm assuming Grand Rapids, Port Huron and St. Louis is doing the same thing. I mean, I think you guys have a huge advantage with that, having Chad LaRose there, being able to help run some workouts. And,
right. Yeah.
Not to glorify him personally, but he ran our Detroit combine, and you could tell guys that never had a practice, let alone what he told us was an NHL practice. He ran an NHL practice, and even some of the more elite guys that played in the Federal and the SP and some other leagues said, wow, we've never even practiced like that. And to have that opportunity, I think you guys have a huge advantage with that. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be cool. Like I said earlier, Rosie knows what he's talking about, and just to have someone like him that can put his 2 cents into run practices like that, I think it's gonna be able to take everyone's game to another level. I trained with him on the ice all last summer, and he was awesome. The practices that he would run over the summer were always fast paced. You're not a lot of time you're sitting around doing nothing. He's a high energy guy, I'm sure fun to be around. So I'm really excited to see what he brings as far as helping out with practices or whatever it might be, and obviously playing and just learning new stuff from him. So it's gonna be really cool. I'm excited for the experience.
So what's your style of game? What can people expect to see out of Fowler's game? Is he a playmaker? Is he a banger? Is he a scorer? What's your style?
My style, I like to play fast, move the puck quick. I'm a guy that I like to make plays. I like to shoot the puck. I like to score. I like to stay, responsible in my defensive end, but primarily my game is mostly offense. Like I said, I like to play fast, move the puck quick, move down the rink, and try and get the puck in the back of the net. Whether I'm shooting it, whether I have to take it to the net by myself, or I got to dish it off to a teammate. So, I would say speed, passing, and shooting is really those are my things I lean on the most in my game to find success.
So what I heard was you're a defensive liability. Is that true? I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't say that. No, I'm usually good. I'm pretty good about back checking and getting back in the D zone and making sure I'm picking up my man. So
as a D man, I just heard I'll see you at the end of the year banquet is all I'll see you at.
No, yeah, I definitely like to take care of my own end first. That's definitely a priority. But obviously the fun comes down at the offensive zone. So I take pride in making passes and being able to shoot.
No, that's good. That's good because, like I said, nobody – I don't want to say nobody because you have fans. But in the roller hockey world, everybody's going, who's Steven Fowler? And, you probably had a million DB hits and elite prospects hits and trying to find out who you are. And I think it's good to let people know what to expect because nobody knows. And I think the idea of the game your style is a great fit for this game. speed, passing, shooting. It's puck control, and we've added the red line, and I think that will bring somebody like you some advantage if you get some speed wheeled up and get that puck before you
Right.
get the red line. And what do you look forward to in terms of the game itself? It's so much different than ice. As an offensive player, it's more fitting than a defensive player. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, I look forward to like the finesse side of the game. I love the fast, like the puck moving, the quick crossing passes, moving it around, quick shots. I love that style of play. So I'm really excited to be able to play like that, especially with guys that have played at such an elite level who, most of them, like I said, I've skated with before. So it'll be really cool to be able to play with those guys and be able to have that finesse kind of game. Because in ice games, sometimes the game gets a little bit chippy where it turns into more of a, get over the red line, chip it in, and go get them. So it'll be cool. The style of play is a lot different. So I'm excited for the just the offensive minded puck moving, a lot of shooting. It's really fast. I love that. So
Good. Now, did you say you had any hobbies outside of hockey? I know you said you didn't play games, but is there anything that you do that's not hockey or work?
yeah, so I'm actually a huge golfer. So I play golf as much as I possibly can in the summertime. My parents live in Georgia, so usually after the season ends, I head down there pretty quickly to get on the golf course and enjoy the weather. I love being out on the lake. And then fishing, I do a little bit of fishing in my time. Not as much fishing as I do golfing and going out on the lake, but I do get to it occasionally.
Good. Well, I really appreciate your time, and I'm excited. Haven't gotten a chance to meet you and talk to you a little bit here, and excited to see you play. And like I said, you were to me, and I know a lot of other people that I've spoke with, you were one of the questions of who is this guy? And I said, well, I don't know, but we're going to find out. And I think it's a great opportunity for you to tell us who you are. And I'm excited. I am. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It's been an honor to come on here and get to introduce myself, talk to you, and I look forward to meeting you in the future and seeing you around the rinks.
Awesome. You have a good day and stay safe.
Awesome. Thank you. You do the same.